Hey guys, you're watching Boondockin' with Dennis. Good morning. I'm making my way out to Bayside, Texas to say hello to Sharon and Steve. Haven't seen them in, I think last Friday was the last time I was out there. And I do enjoy stopping by for conversation and coffee. Sleeping in the truck last night. Probably went to sleep about 9:15. Woke up at 3:45 a.m. Didn't wake up once that whole time. And the only reason I had woken up was because my rechargeable fan had died. If I leave it on 2, it lasts all night, but I had it on 3. So I was up for about 15 minutes, recharged that. I guess it died again around 6:30 this morning, and that's when I got up. So it's amazing how I can rent a hotel motel room and be comfortable and not sleep and get back in my truck and sleep like a baby. And by sleep like a baby, I mean wet my pants and cry all night. So we got that going on. When I was talking to Silas yesterday, Silas's half-brother, Brendan, came to visit from the Philadelphia area, and he had never been down here. And I kind of just left Silas alone for a week so he could enjoy his half-brother. And really good kid. I probably last saw Braden when he was 1.5, 2 years old, but I follow him on Snapchat, and we've had some decent conversations back and forth. So I'm glad Silas got to spend some time with his brother. And they have the same mother, different fathers, but they look a lot alike. Silas told me they went up to Spicewood, where the cliffs are, and got to jump from there. And he was just telling me about the trip, and I felt really good because when the boys were younger, I took them on trips, and now they're taking other people on trips. So I'm really kind of proud of that I installed that spirit of going to see new things and sharing them with someone that's never been there before. So I was real happy. And there's a name of the, is it Pace Park? Is that what it's called? That's on Lake Spicewood. And I didn't know it by that name. And I was like, oh, cool, this is something brand new to me. And then when I Googled it while he was telling me, it was the lake there up in Spicewood that I had been to before. I just didn't know they called it Pace Park or whatever they called it. But I'd also sent Alexis up there. And Alexis, if you guys remember, is very pretty blonde with the little boy that we went to the safari park up in, what's the cove place outside of Kelley? Copperas Cove, or I don't know why I can never remember that. And her son got a tour of the, there was a sheriff there off duty with the squad car, and the sheriff gave him a tour of the squad car and showed him how the lights work and the horn and everything. And it's nice when you get to sit in the front of a police car. Unfortunately, I got some bad news, and I don't have a whole lot of details. Silas helped me yesterday, and we had a great time. Apparently when he left, there's some cows on the right. When he left me, he was involved in an accident on his motorcycle. And I probably didn't hear about it until I got out of physical therapy around 4 or 5 o'clock yesterday. And he's in the hospital in Corpus Christi, and apparently someone ran a stop sign at a 4-way intersection, hit him, and he's got rods in his ankle now and pins, and I don't know a whole lot about it. His immediate family visited him, and his wife is with him. So his wife, Renee, you remember Renee was in the car with me when we were driving out to the prison out in San Diego, Texas. She's been keeping me informed. And it's pretty early right now. It's 8:13 a.m. and I haven't heard from her. And as of last night, he was just in a lot of pain. And I'm hoping that they got him on some good painkillers. So if you have prayers in you, pray for Silas and his family for a quick and complete healing. That's a shame. Since he's gotten out, it's probably been 3 or 4 months. He has been like the ideal citizen. He's been a real blessing to me. You know, he's been working, and when I need help, he'll go to work all day. He did it for me Friday night. Worked all day. I guess it was Thursday. I'm sorry. Worked all day. Went to Corpus for his classes. They have probation classes from 5 to 8, and then came to the hotel and helped me with my feet and helped me put stuff away, as well as coming back the next morning to help me check out of the hotel. And I try not to ask too much of him because I know he works and he's married, and but when I absolutely need something, he's there. So I hope this is something that's life-changing. And you know, when someone you love says they're getting a motorcycle, those were black vultures. You know, everything goes to your mind. So every time I message him and don't hear back from him right away, I think he's in some type of accident. And I just got that feeling yesterday. I thanked him for his help, and I didn't hear back from him. And it was like 2 hours later, I went into physical therapy, and when I came out, I got the messages. So I just knew something was wrong. I don't know if I can go visit him in the hospital, but I don't know how long they'll keep him. I wouldn't be surprised if they release him today, and I don't know what the extent of his other injuries are. I'm sure he's scraped up and everything, and I did visit a friend in the hospital about a month ago, and I'm disabled, and the amount of work you have to do just to get someone's room is amazing. But I never thought about what disabled people go through. Just, you know, the simple things. But it is a struggle. Got my wounds dressed yesterday, and they said they look a whole lot better. So that hotel time was really good, and I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go Monday and stay till Friday. And I think the only time I'm going to leave the room is to, that was a big bug. Did you see that? That was like a small bird. I don't know what kind of bug that was, but when they hit the windshield and make a noise, I'm pretty sure that one had sneakers on. going to stay on my hip and keep everything dry and hopefully make progress, and maybe even Tuesday they can reduce the bandages that are on my wounds. And I also think I'll be done with Una boots on Tuesday. But just that being vertical and really, really restricting my fluid took care of a lot of the swelling. Not all of it, but enough where my feet looked normal, you know. Hey, can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Just kidding. I never heard that one before. From the dad joke calendar. Off the calendar. I like the ride out to Bayside. You get to go through the water. Up here we'll pass that exotic game ranch. Just crossing Port Bay right now. Some people fishing off the bridge right there, which I don't think you're allowed to do. I'm going to call the authorities right now. Yeah, I know you guys are busy with murders and whatnot, but there's a man enjoying himself fishing. Yeah, he's got a license. Hello? Hello? I guess they just don't want people to get hit on the bridge, which makes sense. There's some tailing ponds on our left and right. I don't know what chemicals they have in these ones, but they're there. You can see them on the maps on Google Earth or Apple Maps. Copano Retreat Road up here. We go down this road, that's where Jake and I found those horses that needed to be fed, and the game wardens wound up rescuing them. And every time I go by there, at one point, right where you turn, there was, I want to say, 6 or 8 crested caracara feeding on something, and in my mind now it's like 12 crested caracara. But every time I go by there, I expect to see the crested caracara having a little meal, a last supper, if you will. Oh, now here's a joke that I've never heard before. I guess they put all the good ones in the back of the calendar. Why do chicken coops only have 2 doors? Why do chicken coops only have 2 doors? Because if they had 4, they would be chicken sedans. Chicken sedans. There you go, Nitrous Farms. We got a chicken joke for you. Who else has chickens that I watch? Is it McKay? Am I saying that right? Is it Meckay? Why can't I remember the names of the channels that I watch? And I believe Howdy from Rowdy has chickens. That's a chicken. Why can't I remember this? Why can't I remember this? I know the foothills of Appalachia has a goat. Several goats. Who else has chickens? Flower Folk Farm had chickens, I believe. But they haven't put out any new videos. Flower Folk Farm does great stuff on Instagram. Just photos and little fun videos. She has a little booth in front of her house that she sells flowers out of. And apparently that does very well in her area. And I guess her area, she's in Australia, in case you want to swing by and get some beautiful fresh cut flowers. So what do we have here at the ranch today? Nothing by the front. Something way in the back. Maybe on the way back there'll be some exotic animals down by the fence. Maybe it's too early for them, or we're too late. What's the Longhorn situation here? There are cars behind me, so I got to speed up a little bit. Excuse me. That's okay. No longhorns by the fence today. Well, that's good. Actually, I'm happy with that. Maybe when we come back, there'll be some longhorns. This is a Sunday video, guys, and they are longer. If you got to bail, I understand. If you want to go grab a second cup of coffee, we're going to Bayside. There's some black cows on the left. Do black cows give chocolate milk? I wonder. Coming up to the sunray right here. I think twice I've gotten a really good brisket sandwich from there. There's the jerky guy. Excuse me. I don't remember ever playing golf, but there's a fishing guy. What was his name? Rudy? He's just getting set up. His video I did with him came up in my feed just a few days ago. And I think his name was Rudy. I'm horrible with names. So now that we're kind of going into the sun, I see I need to clean up my the inside of my window again. Well, I didn't even drive it anywhere. But whenever I go to the beach and I have my windows down, the air is moist. What is this up here? Oh, it's trash. Looks like a rug. There's some, there's that word that I can never remember. Sorghum? Growing on the left. It's amazing how I can never remember that word during a video. And then I'll look it up and I'm like, no, idiot, it's this. And then I'll remember it for a month. And then I'll see this stuff growing. I'm like, what the hell is that? I like when there's cotton growing. I like that whole big white field. It's about as close as we're going to get to snow down here. Although every 10 years or so we do get snow. I guess I was in Portland, Texas about 9 years ago. The last time we got snow that actually laid. We had snow for like a good 4 hours. Actually got some snow on the ground. That's actually when William was living with me. William and Alexis. When I told that Alexis story earlier, I couldn't remember William's name. I could remember his sister. His little sister was just a baby, like under a year old. And Alexis brought her in a basket. And the basket kind of had a little blanket kind of over it. And the daughter's name is Malika. It's not Malika. What is it? Wow. I just had it a minute ago. For the sake of this story, her daughter's name is Malika. Malaya. No? I'm close. So, what supplements do you take to increase your memory? Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure I'm due. But she was we went through the safari park, we drove there, we drove back to Kelley, and then I was taking them out for lunch, and the basket was on our table, and Alexis took William to the restroom, and I heard Malaya making some noise, like she was awake, and I just opened up the basket, the blanket, and there was this little girl with her mother's eyes, those blue eyes that look like they're fake. Have you seen the people with those? It looks like they're wearing contact lenses. And she was just smiling up at me. And yeah, I fell in love with that little girl, and it probably took me about a half a second. So if anyone's messing with that little girl, and and they want to get shot by an old man, feel free. Feel free. They redid all these roads just in the last few months. Man, that window's dirty. Sorry, guys. There's the RV park. We've driven through there before. I should have driven. I think the next time we're out here, we'll drive through there because it does take you down to the water. It does take you down to the water. And who doesn't want to go to the water? I want to go to the water. Gregory, 14 miles. It is funny. It's Gregory's not this way. Gregory's the other way. I wonder if there was a sign telling us to turn back or something, you know. Well, it's just good to know. Gregory's 14 miles from that sign. You can't get there going this way, but we'll see. There's a guy with he moved all his tractors and old farm equipment to display them, and now they're not in a good spot to shoot. How rude. How rude. There's the Woods house again. Checked my bandages this morning and most of them stayed on. Got a couple loose stragglers. They did give me a roll of tape at wound care because I told them about how it comes off. I've only gotten in and out of the truck a few times, so I'm hoping it stays on this time. But the key is to keep the wounds dry, and they have these special bandages taped to the back of my legs, and it's all kind of one piece, and oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. We're all getting better at it, though. I stand up while they're doing it, and it's not the most comfortable position. Oh, there's a boat out there. Not often I see boats out here. Boat out there, someone's fishing. Guys, we're going to take a break, and I'll pick it up after my visit with Steve and Sharon. I'll be back. Well, guys, if you need a reminder, we are still in Bayside, Texas. I thought I would come down here along the water. Copano Bay is on our right. Copano Bay is the backside of Rockport. Not the literal backside, but, well, yeah, the literal backside of Rockport. Copano Bay goes between Bayside and Rockport, Fulton, Texas. Had a really good visit with Sharon and Steve. Sharon did my laundry, which was nice of her. It wasn't even laundry day. And I got some scrambled eggs, toast, and some delicious tomatoes right out of Steve's garden. And I got to talk to them a little bit. I don't know, do I want to head over to Mission River? I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do. Haven't been over to Mission River in a while. We're not that far from it, so maybe we'll go. Mission River empties into Mission Bay, and Mission Bay is where the old town of Copano was, that was bombarded by Union gunships towards the end of the Civil War. So we'll have to, and it's on private property. And what is kind of neat is Steve got to go over there on a call. I've believe it was because he's a volunteer fireman, and got to see the property. So I thought that was kind of neat. It is now 10:19 in the morning. Bayside post office on the left. Bayside doesn't have too many businesses since Hurricane Harvey. They got the post office, and then there's a little convenience type bunker right up here on the right. And I'm actually surprised that that's still there. I think if we go down to the Mission River, we'll find some trailers and pickup trucks, and there's a boat ramp there. There's supposed to be gators there, but I've been there twice before and haven't spotted any. Corpus Christi to the left, Refugio to the right. Let's go Refugio. I'm definitely looking 3-4 times before I pull out. Watching for something I missed. First I look, nothing's coming. Then I look again to make sure nothing's coming. And now I'm looking a third time and a fourth time for motorcycles. Trailer park on the left called Roxy's. And yeah, 10:21, and I haven't heard from Silas's wife yet today. And I think that's a good thing. I'm hoping he's resting comfortably and not in a whole lot of pain. That's definitely on my mind. There's Bayside Cemetery. I really enjoyed that cemetery. It was very peaceful. What are we going? 65 miles an hour? I think we can speed up a little bit, but let's let this guy behind us pass. Go ahead, sir, pass. Go ahead, sir, pass. There you go. He's going. We're going to slow down a little bit. Thank you. Give him a little flash. I don't know what the speed limit is here. It's probably 75 miles an hour. We'll have to see. Beautiful skies. It's a nice day for a drive. Every time I'm over here, it makes me think of Greg, which is a good thing. So is this 136 here? Yep. Junction 1360. Nope. I'm feeling like it's the next one. I think 136 makes a left. And then that brings us up to Mission River Road. I really should have looked at a map. I'm not all that familiar. Alright, 60 through this turn area. Mullins Bayou. We're crossing Mullins Bayou. I have to see what's going on out in the world today. Just zoning out and enjoying the ride. Sorry kids. I don't know what I did with my joke book. Kind of moved everything around. There's the goat. Where's the book? I can't find the dad joke calendar, kids. Well, I can only think of off-color jokes, so I saw a pirate the other day. He had the big captain's steering wheel shoved down the front of his pants. And I said, sir, it's none of my business, but why do you have the captain's wheel shoved down your pants? And the pirate said, it's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. Alright, I think we're coming up to a turn. If not, everyone gets to yell error, and that means I missed the turn. right. What's going on there? This road would eventually take us up to Woodsboro. And again, last time I was in Woodsboro, I had Greg with me. We stopped and got lunch. We got I think it was called a tortilla burger. They were really good. I forget the name of that place, but I've done a few videos from there. What's the name of that famous shop in Woodsboro? And there's one in Rockport. Is it Tully's? What's wrong with my memory today, kids? One night of sleeping in the truck and my memory's gone. I did sleep very good though. I know we're still in a drought. I saw a chart that said this area is 17 inches under what it usually gets. Mission River Road. This is what we want. We'll be good from here. This will take us right down to the Mission River. I love these little back roads. I remember when Greg showed me this spot, I was real happy to get down here. And then kind of behind us, there's a similar road that'll take us to the Aransas River that also empties into Copano Bay. This technically empties into Mission Bay, which is a little offshoot of Copano Bay. I got water. I got water. Gonna finish filming up today and then get out of the truck a few times. I got out of the truck a few times this morning. Tried the restroom. When I first got up, I just got out of the truck and stretched a little bit. And when I got to Rockport Beach, I picked up trash for like, I don't know, 2 minutes. Found a spot where there was a lot of trash that had accumulated. River ahead. Have you ever seen that sign anyplace else? River ahead. So we got some hills going all the way down to the river. Remember that album, The River by Bruce Springsteen? Double album. They had a song called The River. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing it for you. The grackle's all grackling, doing grackle stuff. One of the times, I think the first or second time Greg and I came out here, would have to be because we only came out here twice, there was a dead cow on the right. You always wonder, like, how did a cow die? Because it's an investment to have a cow. Cattle, you know. Why would one just die out here? Maybe he had congestive heart failure. Well, not a whole lot of trucks and trailers. Oh, there's some on the right. I got you. I see. There's the boat launch. We have little trash bags here. There's the Mission River, kids. Very nice. I'm going to see if I can spot any gators today. Well, that sign was right. There was a river ahead. Oh, good. Someone threw their beer cans. Look, there's a trash bag right there on the right. And someone couldn't make it, and they threw their beer cans and water bottles. That's awesome. I mean, there could be 10 alligators right on the other side there, and we wouldn't see them. They're so good at camouflage. There's some guys. There's some fishermen having a meeting, talking about the one that got away. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vehicles parked here. Not too bad. Go around to the other side. See if we can spot any. Keep closed. Okay, I guess that part of the boat ramp they have blocked off. Lots of rules. Boat ramp is under 24-hour video surveillance. So if anyone's got any complaints about me filming, you're already being filmed. You see any gators? Nope. Not yet. There's the other vehicles. Filming this on a Saturday morning. Don't want to bust your fantasy bubble. Very nice. But everything's so green here because we've gotten rain, but it hasn't translated. They haven't gotten enough in our reservoirs. Matter of fact, Silas said when he was jumping up in Spicewood, they said that lake was down like 8 feet. So when you're jumping off the cliff, you're actually getting an extra 8 feet of air time. Yeah, I said it earlier, guys, but put in a prayer for Silas for me. He does so much for me, and the first time I ever saw Silas, I was living in Morton, Pennsylvania, a little suburb outside of Philadelphia. A quick train ride from Philadelphia. And I guess his mom brought him over. And the question then was, is he my buddy's kid? And we had a playground set in our backyard. And Silas was probably somewhere between 1 and 2. He was walking good. And I just looked out the window and saw him, and I'm like, yep, that's definitely one of your kids. Looks exactly like the other one. So Silas was always the adventurer one, the one that wanted to climb and go off exploring, and he's the one that when we're at the wildlife refuge when he was little, came back with an armadillo, a live armadillo. Go fishing, you look up, Silas is holding a stingray. When we were all living in the country club, kind of an L-shaped dining room, living room setup. We're in the dining room and you hear Silas go, "Snake, got him," and he's got a baby rattler in his hand with its head pinned down with his thumb, just like as if he was the croc hunter or anyone else who handles snakes. So yeah, I remember the first time, he was probably 12 or 13. We were in Austin. I think it was just Silas and I that trip. And we went to McKinney Falls State Park in Austin, which is absolutely beautiful. If you've never been there, I highly recommend it. And really, really low water levels. So they had this waterfalls. The water wasn't going over it, and you could jump down into the water. And I just asked him to scout it out first, because the water levels are down. Make sure you got a safe place to jump. And he found a little cave, little tunnel that goes from the bottom of the falls to the top, and was going in and out that way. And we were supposed to go to the park just to check it out. And I had planned for maybe an hour at this park, and I think we were there about 8 hours, 9 hours. We had gone to what's that town just north of Boston? Red Rock. We had gone to Red Rock Donuts that morning, and they have like those big donuts there. We had a donut with us for the day, and Silas made friends with some other kids, and their parents were feeding them, and he had a good adventure that day. But we went back there a few months later because he wanted to show his brother. Dominic went with us, and they were literally running the trails and just having a good time. So I do miss adventures with the kids, but I also love peace and quiet. So I'm glad they like to go out on adventures of their own. The sky's just beautiful, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah. Just lost in thought, lost among the clouds. Hey guys, thanks for riding along today. Wrap it up. Thanks for watching.